Once upon a time, in a peaceful green meadow, beside a sparkling blue lake, lived a gentle duck named Daisy. Daisy was loved by everyone because she was kind, helpful, and always kept her nest tidy. One bright spring morning, Daisy's eggs finally began to crack. Tap, tap, tap. Out came 5 little ducklings, all fluffy and cheerful. 4 ducklings looked almost the same, soft yellow feathers, tiny orange beaks, and shiny little black eyes. But the 5th duckling, whom Daisy lovingly named Sunny, looked very different. Sunny had silver-white feathers, a long, slightly curved beak, and his eyes sparkled like stars. His legs were a little longer, and instead of walking straight, he wobbled in a funny zigzag way. Daisy hugged him with her warm wings and whispered, "You are perfect just the way you are, my little Sunny." But not everyone thought so. The other ducks in the lake would laugh whenever Sunny passed by. "Look at him! He walks so funny! Why is he so different? His feathers shine too much." Even Daisy's other 4 ducklings sometimes giggled when Sunny tripped or when his voice quacked differently from theirs. Daisy felt heartbroken, but kept comforting Sunny. Sunny, however, was not sad for too long. He loved exploring. He loved discovering new things. He loved the sound of the wind and the warm feeling of the sunlight on his feathers. Even though he looked different, his heart was full of courage and curiosity. One afternoon, while Sunny was wandering near the far side of the lake, he saw something strange. The water level was dropping, and a distant rumbling sound echoed from the mountains. Sunny climbed a small rock and spotted a big wooden log stuck between 2 stones, blocking the flow of fresh water. If the water stopped completely, the whole lake would dry up, and all the ducks would lose their home. Sunny raced back to the meadow in his wobbly zigzag walk. "Mama, Mama," he shouted out of breath, "something is wrong with the lake." But the other ducks laughed again. "There he goes again, the funny duckling. Maybe he saw his own reflection and got scared." Sunny tried to explain, but no one listened, until Daisy stepped forward. "If Sunny is worried," Daisy said firmly, "there must be something real. Come, let's check." Reluctantly, the ducks followed her to the far side of the lake. When they saw the stuck wooden log and the dropping water level, they gasped in fear. "Oh no! If the water stops, what will we do? Our homes, our food, everything will be gone." The older ducks tried pushing the huge log. The younger ducklings pulled at small stones, but nothing moved. Just then, Sunny's eyes lit up. He had an idea. Because his legs were longer and his body was lighter, he could climb places other ducklings couldn't. Using his special zigzag walk, Sunny found a narrow path between the rocks. He squeezed through the tight space until he reached the top of the log. He pushed, he kicked, he used all his strength, but the log didn't budge. Then Sunny saw a smaller stone wedged above the log. If he could move that stone, the pressure might loosen the log. Sunny took a deep breath, climbed higher, and with one final mighty push, crack! The stone rolled down, hit the log, and splash! The log shifted, freeing the water. Fresh water gushed back into the lake, sparkling like silver ribbons. The ducks cheered wildly as the lake filled again. "Sunny did it! He saved us! He's a hero!" All the ducks, young and old, surrounded Sunny. His brothers and sisters hugged him tightly. "Sunny, we are so sorry," they said softly. "We shouldn't have laughed at you. You are brave, smart, and special." The ducklings who once mocked him now admired him. The ducks who once laughed now thanked him with tears in their eyes. Daisy's heart swelled with pride. From that day on, Sunny became the most famous duckling in the meadow. Everyone loved him, not because of how he looked, but because of his courage, kindness, and brilliant ideas. And Sunny? He still wobbled in his zigzag walk. He still had shining silver feathers. He still had sparkling star-like eyes. But now, everyone celebrated the very things that once made him different, because Sunny had proved something beautiful. Being different is not a weakness. It is a superpower.